number 18, Nicole Staninger, and number 20, Andrea Alfano. And now the lineup for the Norsemen, batting first and playing center field, number 7, Lisa Wooden. Batting second, playing third base, number 12, Michelle Batchelor. Brown. The left fielder batting fifth, number 21, Kim Hayden. Playing first base and batting sixth, number 11, Stephanie Sweat. The designated hitter will bat seventh, number 10, Allison Johnson. Batting eighth is the right fielder, number 14, Courtney Ludwig. And batting ninth, playing second base, number 6, Jamie McAnally. On the mound for Valhalla, number 16, Lacey Wilson. And the head coach of the Norsemen, Doug Hartung. And now, ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you the Escondido Cougars with a 24-4-1 record. The Melon Starters. Number 3, Carrie Hernandez. Number 8, Nicole Garcia. Number 12, Melissa Reardon. Number 14, Jennifer Mathis. And now the lineup for the Cougars, batting first and playing second base, number 5, Megan Ward. The center fielder bats second, number 11, Leslie Reed. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 2, Chelsea Bush. At third base, batting fourth, number 4, Whitney Holston. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 6, Dana Gomes. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 16, Christy Knudsen. At shortstop, batting seventh, number 7, Brianne Sanchez. Batting eighth and playing first base, number 13, Carly White. The catcher bats ninth, number 9, Raylene Asman. And on the mound, the freshman, number 1, Sarah Acamini. Head coach of your Cougars, Mr. Terry Weiler. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, will you please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome to the University of California, San Diego for today's Division II CIF final between Escondido and Valhalla. Valhalla will be the away team today, Escondido home. Shaping up to be a nice sunny day here near the beach. We're in La Jolla, California, just outside of San Diego. Again, it's a 2003 Division II CIF final. And this should shape up to be a very interesting game as both of these teams are very solid defensively and they can swing the bats. So as we await the first pitch, both teams getting set, umpire dusting off the plate, and we're about ready to go. Sarah Acamini taking her place on the mound. See if she can put her team into that championship winners bracket. She's won 2 games here in the playoffs so far over Ramona. And here's the first pitch of the game. Just a little low for a ball, and we're underway. 1-0 the count. Lisa Wooden, the center fielder, leading things off for Valhalla. That's in there for a strike. 1-1. One and one the count on Wooden. Swing that bat back and forth. Count is 1-1. Akamine looks in to get a sign. And the 1-1 pitch. It's in there at the knees. Strike 2. 1-2. Oh, you couldn't ask for a better day to play some softball here. The smell of hot dogs. Beautiful day. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled at the plate. A late call there by the home plate umpire, but he got it right. And we'll reset. Count 1-2. For Valhalla, it's their first time in a championship game for their softball program. They defeated Patrick Henry High School 1-0 to get into this game. Next pitch is swung on Tapper right in front of the plate. Handled by the catcher on to first in time. 1 away. So a nice bang-bang play to start things off here. It's 1 away. And coming up for Valhalla, be number 12. Michelle Batchelor, the third baseman. Akamine's pitch. It's fouled off. 0-1. Just underway here. Top of the first inning. No score. 1 down. 0-1 count. Get time something falling out onto the field, down in the left field corner. It looks to be a water bottle. I'll remove it. This Valhalla team also beat Hilltop earlier in the playoffs, drummed them 13-0. So they can score some runs, they can play some defense as they have a 13-0 victory and a 1-0 victory. Fouled away again, and the count is 0-2. So the third baseman, Michelle Batchelor, in the hole, 0-2. Akamine on the rubber. In a rewind up the pitch. Fouled away. So Batchelor stays alive with that foul tip. And the count remains 0-2. 1 out here in the first. Akamine, the pitch. Little low, ball 1. 1-2. Akamine with a couple of impressive performances here in the playoffs thus far. She threw a perfect game. In the first game, that ball's bounced to first. Up with it there, and in time, 2 away. Carly White playing first base today came up with that ball. Routine. Whitney Holm, the shortstop, now digs in. And she'll take a strike, 0-1. Whitney heading to play her collegiate years at UCLA. So that's quite an impressive feat. She takes a little high, ball 1, 1-1. Two out here in the top of the first, a ball and a strike. Akamine winds the pitch, fouled away. And the count is 1-2. So Sarah Akamine may be throwing a little Couple more pitches than she'd like to here in the first, but getting the job done. And she's got 2 down. Swung on a miss, strike 3, and down she goes. So Valhalla fails to score in the top of the first inning, and at the end of half an inning, there's no score. Escondido coming up. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions. Be back with the end of the first right after this. All right, we're just about to start the bottom of the first inning here. Valhalla failed to score in the top of the first. Megan Ward will lead things off here for Escondido in the bottom of the first inning. See if they can get anything generated against this Valhalla team. Lacey Wilson on the mound for Valhalla. Pitch is in there for a strike. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike here in the bottom of the first. A little high, 2-1. 2-1 pitch is fouled away, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes for Megan Ward. Megan, a junior second baseman for Escondido. Taps her cleats a couple of times, regrips the bat. Lacey Wilson looks in for the sign, and the 2-2 pitch. A little high, ball 3, and so the count is full now on Megan Ward. Escondido would love to get the leadoff batter aboard here in the bottom of the first, maybe send a message over to Valhalla. 3-2 pitch is fouled away. Leslie Reed waiting her turn on deck for Escondido. And Wilson's pitch is blooped along the first base line. Will anybody get there? No, and it'll drop foul. So again, we'll have a 3-2 count, and we'll reset. Second baseman gets the ball back into Lacey. Number 6, Jamie McNally. She's a junior. Here's the pitch. Swung and ground ball towards third. Picked up across the diamond to first in time. 1 away. Batchelor, the third baseman over there in the hot corner, makes the play. And that'll bring up Leslie Reed. Leslie batting left-handed, wearing number 11. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Leslie Reed, a senior. Wilson's 0-1 pitch. Bunted up along third, and it'll roll foul. Actually hit Leslie Reed while she was still in the box. So the count goes to 0-2. It was foul up along third anyway. So she'll have another shot. Quite certainly the bunt will be off this time. She digs her left foot in. And the pitch. He tries to slap it towards left field. She took a running start out of the box. She fouls it away. And we'll come back 0-2. Wilson's 0-2 pitch. It's a little high. They appeal to third. No swing. So she didn't go. She held up on the appeal. And that's a ball. So the count is 1-2. Again, Leslie Reed digs in. The 1-2 pitch. And again, she'll foul it off behind the screen to the left. So Lacey Wilson has a formidable foe here in the batter's box as she's fouled off several pitches. She remains alive with the count 1-2. Wilson out of the windup. Here's the pitch. Inside. 2-2. The count is even. Two balls, two strikes. One out here in the bottom of the first inning. No score. Wilson gets the sign. The pitch is slapped right up the middle. Snagged by the shortstop. But she won't have a play. So Lacey had a glove on the ball. She stopped it. And the shortstop, Whitney Holm, was able to recover the ball, but she didn't have a play at first. So standing on first now will be Leslie Reed with an infield single. And so Escondido breaks through with the first hit of the game. And that'll bring up Chelsea Bush. So Chelsea, left-handed batter. She's a junior. She'll try to extend Escondido's little rally here. Leslie Reed might have been caught off a little bit too far on first base, but catcher looked over, decided not to make a throw. The count is 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, bottom of the first. Pitch is high, going to second is Reed. The throw down is in time. As she doesn't make it, the tag placed by Holm. And there's 2 outs now in the bottom of the first. Chelsea Bush still at the plate with a 2-0 count. So they gambled early on here in the first inning, and it doesn't pay off as Leslie Reed was thrown out by a couple of feet heading towards second base. And so with 2 balls, no strikes, there's 2 outs. Pitch to Reed is popped up into the air, and that'll go out of play to the left. And it's 2-1. So that infield single was erased on the attempted steal. Put out from the catcher to the shortstop. Ball was low, so it's 3-1 the count now to Chelsea Bush. Three-one pitch. It's inside, ball 4. So another runner on base for Escondido. And they ran themselves out of having 2 runners on here in the bottom of the first as Leslie Reed was cut down trying to steal second. And now Whitney Holston, who in that game against Grossmont had 3 hits and 2 RBIs to lead her team past Grossmont. She'll take a swing and a miss, 0-1. That game allowed them to go on to play West Hills in the semifinal game, which they won 4-1. Yes, she did. Swung on a miss, 0-2. So Lacey Wilson 1 strike away from getting out of this jam here in the bottom of the first. Looks in for the sign, out of the windup, and the pitch. Inside, 1-2. Chelsea Bush looking at the third base catch for a sign. Should be running on the pitch. High again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We've got 2 outs. Again, it's the bottom of the first. This is the Division II CIF Championship game. The city of San Diego. I should say the county of San Diego. We're here in La Jolla. That ball's grounded to short. Up with it in time. Not in time. Was Holm, the shortstop. She went to her knees to grab that ball, and when she came up, she didn't have a play at first. And so, Whitney Holston is aboard with an infield single. And so there's first and second with 2 outs. Dana Gomez at the plate now looking for an RBI as she swings and misses. 0-1. Dana Jr. plays outfield. Nice open stance, very wide stance. She'll swing and foul it off down the first base line behind the dugout, and the count is quickly 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out and 2 on here in the bottom of the first inning. Lacey looks in to get a sign. The wind and the pitch is fouled away. Count remains 0-2. Again fouled away. So a battle here with 2 strikes. And Escondido mounting an attack here in the bottom of the first, trying to get up on Lacey Wilson and Valhalla. Wilson looks in for the sign, steps off the rubber and back. Didn't like the pitch selection. Now she stares in. Here we go, the pitch. Swung on and hit down towards third base and out of play. So again, we'll reset at 0-2. So a really nice at-bat here for Dana Gomez as she's battled here with a 0-2 count. The pitch swung on a hit right back to the pitcher. Wilson sends it to first in time, and that'll do it for Escondido in the first. So Escondido had 3 base runners. They had 1 cut down trying to steal second. They leave 2. And at the end of 1, there's no score in this game. Escondido's in the field right now, so they have the orange. Right. We're back here at the top of the second inning. Valhalla on the attack. Their defense was able to quash a little bit of a rally that Escondido had in the bottom of the first. Pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. Catcher Savannah Brown, a junior, in the box right now, trying to get things started for Valhalla. She's in there for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. Savannah takes a walk up along the third base line, a couple of feet, gathers her thoughts. Jumps back into the box, grips her bat. Pitch by Kamini is high for a ball, 1-2. Sarah's tossed a perfect game here in the playoffs. She struck out 16. That's her personal high. Savannah Brown waits, and the pitch. A little bit low. Sarah wanted that pitch, but home plate umpire wouldn't give it to her, and that evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, top of the second inning. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. So down goes the catcher, Savannah Brown. That'll bring up number 21, Kim Hayden. She's just a sophomore. Akamine looks in for the sign. The first pitch is roped down the third base line. It's a fair ball off the glove of the third baseman. She'll round first, head to second. The throw gets away, and she's in there sliding with a double. So a one-out double here for Valhalla. And this is their first threat of the afternoon. So Kim Hayden breaks through, and she stands on second base. Pitch is high for a ball, 1-0. Akamine looks in for the sign, and the set, and the 1-0 pitch. Swung on a missed, 1-1. We got one out, top of the second inning, a man on second. The 1-1 pitch is fouled away. 1-2. Stephanie Sweet battling there in the box. She's got a 1-2 count on her. The corners are in, even with the bag for Escondido. That ball is popped into the air and out of play. Still, the count remains 1-2. Nice breeze coming in off the ocean here in La Jolla. Pitch is bounced towards second, making the planet across to first in time for the out. Megan Ward made a nice play. There's 2 down in the inning, and taking third for Valhalla was Kim Hayden. So 2 out, top of the first. Nobody's pushed a run across yet. Allison Johnson now steps in. Allison, an outfielder. She's ahead in the count, 1-0. One 0 pitch is inside. Ball, no, late call and a strike. It's in there. Evens the count at 1-1. 2 outs, a runner at third. No score, top of the second. Again, this is Division II CIF final. Akamine's pitch. It's in there for a strike, and the count is now 1-2 on Allison. Allison wigwagging the bat out in front of the plate, awaiting the pitch. And Akamine's 1-2 pitch is tapped up along third, and it'll roll foul. So they'll start it all over again. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Hawkemini looks in for the sign. She steps back on the rubber. It's into her windup, and the 1-2 pitch. Inside. And we got a late call. It says a hitter. So, Allison Johnson is hit by the pitch, and she'll take first. So we have runners in the corners, 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. And now Courtney Ludwig, a freshman, stands in, and she can put her team ahead here with runners in the corners and 2 out in the top of the second inning. Pitch is swung on a miss, 0-1. Ludwig digs in. She's ready to go. Hawkemini on the rubber. Gets a sign from the catcher. Here's the windup and the pitch. In there for a strike, and it's 0-2 on Courtney Ludwig. Hawkemini behind the rubber, mounts it again, looks in for the sign, and the 0-2 pitch. Just low, ball 1, 1-2. Kim Hayden on third. Allison Johnson at first. 2 outs, top of the second inning. The 1-2 pitch. Hit up into the air, right around the mound, and taking it is Hawkemini, and that'll end the inning. So Valhalla leaves 2 runners on, and they fail to score. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Valhalla nothing, Escondido nothing. So as Escondido comes to bat here in the bottom of the second inning, we have the 6th, 7th, and 8th batters. Christy Knudsen lead things off. Takes a pitch from Lacey Wilson. It's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Christie's an outfield. She's a senior for Escondido this year. So she'd love to end her CIF career with a championship, of course. Fouled away, and it's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Just at the start of things here, bottom of the second inning, no score. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions. We're happy you've joined us here this afternoon. And that one is swung on a miss, and down she goes. So 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning as Christy Knudsen goes down swinging. That'll bring up Breanne Sanchez. Shortstop, she's a freshman. Has that back foot dug in the box. She'll pop it up towards first base. It'll hit in fair territory and bounce foul, 0-1. Near collision there with the first baseman, Stephanie Sweet. So after all that, the count is 0-1. Lacey Wilson on the sign, and the windup, the pitch. Swung on a miss, 0-2. So Breanne Sanchez couldn't catch up to that one. And now she's in the hole, 0-2. The sun almost directly over us here this afternoon, that's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Pitch a little high for a ball, 1-2. They'll appeal to first, but no swing. And the count is now 1-2. A little confusion as to the count. I think they've settled it. Wilson looks in, out of the windup, the pitch. A little high, ball 2. But with the correction on the scoreboard, they say it's ball 3. So it's a full count. Brianna Sanchez. She'd like to get a hold of something here, maybe pull it down the left field line. The pitch. She goes the opposite way off to second. Picked up there and on to first in time. 2 down in the inning. Jamie McNally on the play. She flipped it over to her first baseman, Stephanie Sweet. And here in the bottom of the second inning, we got 2 down. And Carly White steps into the batter's box. Pitch a little high for a ball. Two 2-0 the count. Nice pitch as that swung on a miss. Now the count is 2-1. And Carly White's a senior. She'll swing and a miss, and the count is now even at 2-2. So Lacey Wilson 1 strike away from getting out of the second inning without anybody getting on. Pitch is in there, called strike 3. Down goes Carly White, and that'll complete 2 innings of play here at UCSD, the softball field. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions. As we head to the 3rd inning, there's no score. Valhalla and Escondido. Escondido, the home team today. Now Valhalla will try to get something going here in the top of the 3rd. Jamie McNally at the plate, second baseman. She's a junior. Number 9 hitter. Pitch by Akamine is popped up, and it'll go out of play off to the right. It's beyond the Valhalla dugout. And the count is 0-2. Wind up by Akamine, and the pitch. Did she go? The appeal to first? Yes, she did. And down on strikes is Jamie McNally. 1 down here in the top of the 3rd. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Lisa Woodend. 0 for 1 on the afternoon. In that 15-0 game against Ramona, Sarah Akamine threw that perfect game. Struck out 14. No hitter today as she's allowed a hit. But she's tied 0-0 right now in the top of the 3rd. That ball is fouled away. And the count is 1-1 on Lisa Woodend. Then in that next game against Wes Hills, a 4-1 victory. Sarah Akamine struck out 16, her personal best. She also had 2 hits in that game. Escondido scored a run in the 6th and 2 in the 7th to put it out of reach. And West Hills couldn't recover. 1-2 pitch is fouled away again. J.B. McNally led off the inning with a strikeout. Now Lisa Wooden is up there. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kamini set on the rubber. And the 1-2 pitch. The floater in there for a ball just inside. Sarah wanted that pitch badly, but it wasn't given to her. Now the count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitches foul at the plate and back into the screen. So she's hanging tough in the box there. Defense playing in, even with the bags in the corners. Pitch is swung and hit on the infield to the shortstop. She'll make a nice play. Brianna Sanchez on the putout, and there's 2 away here in the top of the 3rd inning. Michelle Batchelor now digs in. 3rd baseman for Valhalla. Rumor has it she'll be heading up to Loyola Marymount. Tough hitter up there in the box. She got the count going her way, 1-0 right now. Pitch by Kamini is fouled away up along first base line, and the count is now 1-1. No score here at the top of the 3rd. I'm Ken Gonzalez for Georgia Langevin Productions. It's our pleasure to bring you this game this afternoon. It's a finals weekend here on this Saturday. So we've got 4 games back-to-back for each of the divisions here in San Diego County. That pitch is swung on and missed. 1-2 the count now on Batchelor. Kamini takes a walk behind the mound. Grabs some dirt to dry her hand. Batchelor crawls back into the box, digs in. She's ready to go. And the 1-2 pitch by Kamini is swung on and missed. Strike 3, and that'll do it for Valhalla in the top of the 3rd. Nothing doing, so we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. Still no score. So Raylene Asman will start things off for Escondido here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Again, we're scoreless. Pitch is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Raylene, the number 9 hitter. Try to get something against Lacey Wilson here. Pitch is just inside for a ball, and it's 1-1. This is the 3rd of our championship games, 3rd of 4 here today. University City defeated Claremont in the game right before this. A score of 6-0. And this morning, that ball is fouled away, and its count is now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Little high. The count is even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lacey Wilson quickly comes back behind the mound. She wasn't happy with herself on that pitch. She's back on the rubber. She'll look in to get a sign. Really Nasman digs in, and this pitch is swung on a miss, and down she goes. So a third strikeout on the day here for Lacey Wilson. She's cruising along here in the bottom of the third inning. Escondido had that threat. They had 3 base runners in the first. They ran themselves out of the inning as they were caught stealing between first and second, followed by an infield hit and a walk. Now we have the leadoff hitter, Megan Ward, as she grounded out to third base in the first inning. And now she's worked the count 2-0. Megan using that big bat. Can't get around on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the third base line is going to be engulfed in some shadows here in the next few minutes as they're creeping along as the sun's going down towards the ocean. That ball's fouled away. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Megan Ward, the second baseman here this afternoon for Escondido. Battling here against Lacey Wilson. The 2-2 fouled away and out of play. So she just got around on that fastball. Able to foul it off and so start over. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Escondido hasn't mounted anything since the first inning. They'd like to get their offense going here. Wilson's pitch. Swung on and grounded towards second base. Up with it and over to first in time. So Jamie McNally makes another put out. After teammate Stephanie Sweet at first. And we've got 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Leslie Reed steps in. She singled to the hole between third and short back in the first inning. As she went the other way. She had tried to go the other way. So now Chelsea